Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about the Breville Oracle Touch Conical Burrs settings, specifically when and how to adjust these settings, as well as a couple of tips if you are going to do it. There are two settings that control your grinder, the side knob settings and the Conical Burrs settings. The side knob allows daily, minor adjustments between a setting of 1 and 45 by turning the handy knob on the side of the machine. On the other hand, the Conical Burrs settings are harder to reach and require adjustments only when necessary. These settings move the range of the grind settings in case you are reaching the end of the range available from the side knob. For example, if you are already grinding at a 10 or below, and your shots are looking like this, you would not be able to grind fine enough to fix it. In the opposite scenario, if you are grinding at 35 or higher and you're barely getting a trickle of espresso, you would not have enough range to grind coarser to reach the proper flow. Another reason you may want to adjust your burr settings is if you are grinding at 10 or below and you are getting wonderful shots like this, but you want to actually get a shot like this at a setting of say 20 or 25 so you can regain the full range of the grind settings from the side knob. To change your Conical Burrs settings, first turn off your machine, unplug the machine from the wall, remove your hopper, remove any beans on the grinder. To remove the Conical Burrs, lift the metal handle and turn it so that the red arrow moves from lock to align. If you have a hard time turning, it helps to move the side knob to a coarser setting and then try again. Once the burrs are out, take note of your current setting. Then remove the metal clip one side at a time. Now, hold the burrs firmly and rotate the plastic frame in the direction you want. If you are at the low or fine end of the grind setting and you need to go finer because you are running out of fine settings, move the plastic frame in a finer direction. This will move the burrs closer together, which means that the grinder is now set up to grind finer mechanically, so you can move the external knob setting back towards the middle. If you're already at the high or coarse end of the grinder setting and you need to go coarser because you're running out of coarse settings, move the plastic frame in the coarse direction. This will move the burrs farther apart and the grinder will be set up mechanically to grind coarser, so you'll be able to move the knob setting towards the middle of the range. In most cases, you should only have to go down or up by 1 or perhaps 2. So for example, if you are at 7 and you would like to grind finer, move it to 6 and then test it out. If you think you need a really big adjustment, then move it to 5 and test it out. My machine is now set on 5 and I'm usually grinding between 19 and 22 on the side knob setting. Once you find a burr setting that gets you back to the middle of the range, you should not have to adjust the burr settings again. Just use the side knob to make any changes. Once you've made your adjustments to the Conical Burrs, reinstall the metal clip to lock your settings. If you have a vacuum or air blower handy, it's worthwhile to remove bean residue because it makes reinstallation of the Conical Burrs much easier. To reinstall, align the red dot where it says align, push down, and then rotate to lock. If it doesn't go all the way down when you push down, then you may have too much coffee residue in the path of the burrs. Once that's done, place the hopper back and lock it. Plug the machine back into the wall, turn the machine on, and now, before anything, adjust your grind settings towards the middle. For example, if you're at a knob setting of 10 and getting really fast flowing shots, so you move the Conical Burrs settings from a 6 to a 5, start your testing with a knob setting of 17 and adjust until you have nice, slow, and smooth flow. I hope this video was helpful. Remember to click the thumbs up, and for more coffee related videos, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.